Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, they say nobody can stop an idea whose time has come, and with that guys, I bring you this: Operation Amotekun, federal government governors strike deal. So that's the headline: Operation Amotekun, federal government governors strike deal. So now let's see now what deal has been struck between the Yoruba governors and the Fulani government of Nigeria. The Western Nigerian Security Network Operation Amotekun has come to stay following a deal on Thursday between the federal government and the Southwest governors. Both parties have agreed on a way forward for the security outfit launched on January the 9th by the governors in response to security challenges in the region. The federal government on January the 14th declared the security outfit illegal, a declaration which the leaders in the zone rejected. A meeting yesterday between the federal government and the governors agreed that Amotekun will be aligned with the federal government's community policing plan. The states will also give legal backing to the security outfit. Vice President Yemi Oshibanjo presided over the meeting, attended by the Attorney General and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami and the Inspector General of Police Muhammadu Adamu on the side of the federal government at the State House, Abuja. Governor Rotimi Akeredolu, who is chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum, led Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi, Osun State Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, Oyo State Deputy Governor Rauf Olaniyan, and Lagos State Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat to the meeting. The Vice President, in a statement by his spokesman Laolu Akonde, said the meeting was very fruitful as unanimous resolutions were made on the way forward. Having regard to the need for all hands to be on deck in addressing the security concerns across the country, it was agreed that the structure of Amotekun should also align with the community policing strategy of the federal government. It was also agreed that necessary legal instruments will be put in place by each of the states to give legal backing to the initiative and address all issues concerning the regulation of the security structure. Akeredolu, who also described the meeting as fruitful, said, "We have rubbed minds and all of us have agreed on the way forward. The most important one is that we are going to have a legal framework to back this Amotekun, and this legal framework is going to be one which we all are going to look at and will be sure to go without any hindrance." When asked if the security network will be put on hold whilst the necessary conditions were being met, he said no. "What I believe in our resolution is that Amotekun is there. You know, the federal government is starting community policing. In essence, really, it is about community. So we are going to work together to see the community policing and Amotekun working away." He was asked why such arrangements were not pursued before Operation Amotekun was launched. The governor said there were consultations. No. There were consultations. Don't say there were no consultations. There were consultations because we had discussions with the IG then, and what has developed is what has led to this. Not that there were no consultations. We just felt that with all this noise outside, it is better for us to sit down. Remember that immediately the noise started, I said that we are going to explore political solution, and all of us are here. My colleague, the Deputy Governor of Oyo State, who is of the PDP, all of us are here. So we have looked at this solution to it now, both political and legal solutions to it, and all of us will do it, he said. He also explained that the federal government is not going to try to stop it. The Attorney General has spoken on that. I'm sure you have all read the statement that it was misinterpreted. So it is so clear there is no time that the government wanted to stop Amotekun, and the AGF has spoken. It is all about us, so there is no problem. The meeting was at the instance of the governors who asked to see President Muhammadu Buhari over the controversy surrounding the Amotekun initiative. However, due to the president's foreign engagement, he asked the vice president to host the meeting. So there you have it now. Amotekun is here to stay. They are not stopping it. It's not being put on pause. It's not on hold. It is something that will carry on in tandem with the legal framework that gives it legitimacy and legality. But there's absolutely nothing to stop this thing, because you cannot, as I said, stop an idea whose time has come. And this idea is well overdue. We all know that. So there's really nothing that Buhari could have done really to stop this, because of course his people have been marauding and ravaging throughout Yoruba land pretty much since this guy came into power, and he has done absolutely nothing to anybody's recognition to stop it. So now, if you are marauding through these people's lands and ravaging and savaging and nothing is being done, then it is a fundamental right of a human being to seek to protect what is his own, especially his life and his property. There is nothing more fundamental a right to a human being than that, and this is now what is being asserted in Yoruba land. So for Buhari to then say that he's going to stop this is effectively then to say he's dehumanizing the whole of the entirety of the Yoruba race. So he cannot do that. So they can make a lot of noise and they can try and slow it down and they can put obstacles in the way, which they have tried to do. But in unison now, all of the voices from Yoruba land, and this cuts across all of the political divide, because we are talking about human lives now, and the people that are being ravaged and savaged by these Fulani headsmen, they don't ask for your ID card to say are you APC or PDP before they ravage and savage you. They just ravage and savage because you are just foreign to them and you are just an opportunity for them to exploit and to play out their fantasy. So they just savage you. So really, this is now a fundamental human rights thing. So as I said, all this APC PDP thing, you park that to one side first, because above all else, you are a human being first, and secondly, you're a Yoruba person first. And no matter how much you live in Abuja, you can live in Abuja all you like, but you cannot take the whole of your extended family to Abuja, and the whole of your extended family don't want to come and live in Abuja either. So your people that are living at home are being ravaged and savaged by these people, and they are on the phone to you all the time that they want to take Palagbaja, want to take Palamedo, they've just burned down my farm, they just cut through my property, etc., etc. So this is not a party thing, this is a human thing. And in unison now, the Yoruba race have now confronted this, so there was really no room to maneuver for Malam Buhari or his Man Friday, Abubakar Malami. So they just had to yield, but of course they are not going to give it up fully, because as this thing continues to take shape and develop, then of course they'll be putting obstacles in its way, and by the time then that this Amotekun is fully formed, it might well be like a blunted tool, something that has no teeth, because they will try and remove as much of the teeth from it as they can. They will want to make sure that these people are not armed, and if they are not armed, then there's really no point in them being there, because obviously you can't have all these Fulanis coming all tooled up and you are there shaking shekere and saying you are doing incantation. It doesn't work like that. So they have to be armed and they have to be ready and they have to be properly equipped. So now it's now equipping them, and the sort of equipment that they are going to get is really now where the next round of battle will be, because of course they would not want to license them to be equipped in the way that they will be effective. But then of course, if they are not equipped in the way that they will be effective, then they are not fit for purpose. So this is just round one, so don't celebrate too aggressively just yet, because of course you know the Malamis, they never give it up, and when it comes to power they don't yield an inch, and you then expecting them to yield an inch now is you really whistling in the wind. We have to wrestle these things from their hand rather than have them hand it to us, because they are not handing you anything. Conversations in the comment section, round one to the Yoruba governors, but then of course the Malamis are always skulking in the corners waiting to strike. Come have a conversation about all this goings on, Amotekun, etc. with me in the comment section. But before you do that, Click on the red subscribe button so it turns grey. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me what you are making of this now new developments in this ever evolving Amotekun scenario in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Carry on with you in the comment section. But here I say peace.